What is going on, everybody? Chris Sky coming at you from Colombia. And today is a revolutionary day. I want it to go down in damn history, January 25th, 2024. What am I talking about? Well, in 2020, September, I flew out to Ireland to do a massive protest there with like 50,000 people. It was crazy. I came back to Canada September 26th. The police knew I was planning on going to the protest September 26th, so they showed up at my house and they threatened me that if I showed up at the protest, they would arrest me under the Quarantine Act. I said, good, I want to be the first person to get charged on this Quarantine Act so I could take your bitch's ass to court and prove to everybody that everything you're doing is not only unconstitutional, but illegal and ultimately will not stand in court. They threatened me that they would arrest me. I said, screw you. Showed up in the protest. They tried to cut me off with 20 cops before I could even get there, but we had our own army of people filming, and I warned them. They said, you're not allowed to be here, Chris, you're on quarantine. I said, excuse me? Quarantine's for sick people. I'm not sick. I'm here to do a protest. So unless you're going to arrest me, get out of my way. They stepped aside. I did the protest. Then the mainstream media showed up, and all of a sudden a cop tapped me on the shoulder, and I became the first person in Canada to get a quarantine violation fine. I looked at it. They had put my name wrong on the ticket. So I went back on stage, grabbed the mic, and I challenged the police to give me a proper ticket with a proper name. They did not. The very next week, when I was still on day 13 of my quarantine, we went back to the protest. This time, my wife and I got arrested, and we got charged criminally under the Quarantine Act. The first people, you could hear Chief Bill Blair of the police talk about it on CTV and CP24. And for the last 4 years, ladies and gentlemen, they have been trying to give me either a $750K fine or 1 year in jail. They were calling for a 15-day trial. They had 26 witnesses against me. And after 4 years, they came to my wife and I and gave us a deal. Said, plead guilty, take a $1,000 fine, and you won't go to jail for a year. And we won't give you the $750K fine. My wife took the deal. Me? Asked my lawyer. I told them, suck my fucking cock. I'll see you in court, and I'm going to destroy you like I told you way back in October 2020. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Today, January 25th, the state has decided to drop all charges against me. Why? Because they know if I went to court, it would be even more public and they would get even more embarrassed. The first person to be charged, fined, and charged criminally under the Quarantine Act, right here, challenged in court, delayed for 4 years, finally vindicated, finally proven right, and finally able to say, fuck you, Trudeau, suck my dick, kiss my ass, I beat you all, I proved I was right, and this pandemic bullshit will never happen again because now everybody knows all they have to do is stand up to you and just say no. Chris Sky out.